Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm here joined with Inti Campo.
Hello people, how are you?
And Chris finally made it. He's in my ear right now. He's just going to be connected to my computer. Hopefully he got the link to that. And yeah, we're going to start the show. Really exciting show today. You're going to be learning what NFTs are, right? A lot of people don't know what they are, and basically they're non-fungible tokens. And I know most of you don't even know what fungibility means, and we're going to be going over that as well. So, and I think, honestly, NFTs may be bigger than DeFi for quite some time. Of course, DeFi will then overtake NFTs, but for this next round, I think NFTs will probably be the winner in the future. So, looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully, you will learn a little bit about what NFTs can do and how it will impact your future and maybe even profit from it, right? Depending on, if you've got a good eye for artwork and quality things, right? That you can collect, or quality collectibles. So, anyways, we'll be talking a little bit about that today. But before all that, we're going to be doing some TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and talking a little bit about my token and Pandora's wallet. So look forward to that. All right, Inti, you got a few words to let everybody know what's going on.
Yes. As always people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market. And yes, I'm not fired yet.
Not yet. All right. All right, so let's get on to Ethereum, first Bitcoin, right? As you can see, the week is not doing anything. Nothing's happening here. You can see that in the charts. And right now, we're hoping that Bitcoin does not do the CME gap. You know what? As you know, right? Everybody's like searching the CME gap. Everybody and their mother is searching on the CME gap, right? They're like looking, okay, is this thing going to get filled? Yeah, even my grandma is looking at it. And when everybody's looking at something and planning for it, chances are it's not going to happen, especially in the market. So even though everybody's planning for it, I'm still going to plan just in case it does happen, and I'm going to actually purchase in that CMA gap. I was thinking about doing a blind purchase, maybe at the 38.2, right? Which seemed like a logical place to buy. The 38.2, and so I might do that because I think it might just above the 38.2, maybe the $91 $200 level and stuff like that, just to see if we can like get a bounce. I want to do a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio here. I think that would be the probably safe thing to do if we were to dump all the way to the 61.8. That would be bad though. You get wiped probably. But you could always stick a stop loss near the end of these candle bodies, which would probably be a good place to stick a stop loss, which is the 8600 level there. So that if the market were to just keep going dumping, that would be the where you would exit and say, hey, you know what, I was wrong, and I'm gonna reset at the 61.8. All right, let's go down to the shorter time frames, and see if we can see what's happening here. Well, on the 3-day, let's go down to the 1-day actually. Right, I like how, you know what? Oh wow, the 3-day is interesting. I didn't notice this. Well, you can see there's two interesting candle patterns here. Is this a fractal? No, not quite. Okay, I thought it was a fractal because it would have to be a little bit lower for it to be a fractal, but what I like, what happened here is just like this is pretty much done. Put a fork in the bottom here, so maybe, just maybe, we are not going to break this level here. We place a fork in on the 3-day. No guarantees, right? But it's looking like that. On the daily, we are up and down like a horse drawers, up and down, up and down. And if we break this top, we've already broken out from this top area, thinking, yeah, we're going higher, we're going higher. This is where this particular top point right here. Let me just highlight the actual price as of $10,443 or $44. You can see that if we break that should have been the higher breakout, but that did not happen. Alrighty, we just have to like go down to a smaller time frame and see if there's any kind of trade. Honestly, I don't see anything. We are currently in this dabble trade. Well, I'm not actually trading this, but I'm thinking that this is the trade that should take us up to 10,000, almost 11,000. But it's wavering. So let's just see how it plays out over the next little while. All right, let's talk about Ethereum, right, and what's going on there.
You have an interesting chart to show to Ethereum, right?
Sorry?
You have an interesting chart to show of Ethereum, right? Remember?
Oh yes, the what's it called?
Point and figure.
The point and figure. We forgot about that. We didn't show that yesterday. We were supposed to have showed that yesterday, and we just totally forgot. Let me just bring that up right now before we forget. Let me see if I have that. Did you send it to me?
Yes, I sent you on
Telegram.
On Telegram.
All right. Okay. Let me just see if I can bring that up here. Hang on a second. Copy. I'm going to copy this and paste it into this window here. There we go. And Inti made an interesting chart, and the only problem is it shows up too big. Oh, there we go. There. Oh no, that's not it. That is not it.
No. That's a chart. That shark pattern that I tried to do in the chart.
All right, there we go. Let me just get that. Okay. Let's try this one then. There we go. This is it. So what Inti did is used an old style of charting method before we discovered Japanese candlesticks. These right here, over here, are each daily candle, right? Because we're on the daily, is a Japanese Japanese candlestick, right? And this became the standard for charting after the Second World War, because we discovered it from the Japanese, because they kept it all to themselves, right? They were a closed society. And they had that for like over 500 years, actually, and never shared it until, they were defeated in a war. And so anyways, before that, we used to use point and figure. And one of the things that point and figure would show us, and you can see that we are bouncing off on Ethereum, we're bouncing off a major trend line that if we break, it's bad news, right, for Ethereum. The $200 level is the next target for Ethereum if we break this. But looking at here, what we can do is count up all the different X's and O's, and figure out how far we can project price after the breakout. And it turns out it projects price at $5,000. Now, I don't think with the hyperinflation coming that this is going to be the actual target. I think it's going to be a lot higher. But assuming that no hyperinflation occurs, that everything is like going to be hunky dory, and the government can print as much money as it wants, and it does not lose value, right? This is the target. So if you think economic law does not apply to the United States, well, that's the price that we're going to see probably in 2022. 2022, I think. 2022 is probably where the target is going to hit. Now, that's an interesting chart, and I'm sure a lot of people are happy. That's a lot. You might say, "Oh, that's pretty big," but you know what? In crypto, it's tiny. It's nothing. It's a nothing burger. But that's a 10x, more than two. That's a 12x from here. Yeah, it's a nothing burger. Alrighty then. Okay, let's get on to the what's the current price action that we're having here. Now, as you can see, we have our own trend line here. Now, it's not the end of the world if we break it, but it's still not a good thing to do. If we break the let's see here, the 308 level, right? You can see prices. We can get all the way down to, let's see here, well, you know what? That's interesting. You know what? We could bounce off of the 288, and if we do that, the bullish case is intact, right? But if we break below the two and close below the 288 level, you can see prices coming all the way back down to the around the $240, $200 level, and staying here for quite some time. But you know what? That's not out of the ordinary for Ethereum. All right, let's get on to the topic, the main topic. No, before we get on to the main topic of the day, I want to talk about DJ15's token. Right, I'm building a website. Right, it's starting out right now. You can head there, www.davincej15.com, right? And I will be, setting up the icon for this. Going to be changing the icon over the next, between now and the end of this month, and providing, a little synapse of what this token is and everything. And yeah, so we'll have that ready for the end of this month, with any luck. And so, what if you want to get some of these tokens, but you know what, you're not so good at using the Uniswap. You don't get it. It's so hard. It's difficult. I don't get it. Mr. D. All right, fine. You can buy Pandora's wallet from now until the end of this month, and anybody who's purchased Pandora's wallet in the past as well will be getting 10% of whatever they spent in Bitcoins of my tokens. So, for example, you're getting a discount, right? Right now. Well, the person who paid more in Bitcoins, like somebody who paid, 0.16 of or point, like some people paid 1/6 of a BTC for a 1 year subscription, or 1/2 or something like that, right? And yeah, they will be getting 10% of that in my token as well. So the more they spend, the more tokens they're going to be in Bitcoins. The more they're going to get in the Davinci J15 tokens. And when you get these tokens, right, I would suggest you hang on to them, because can't promise that I will be gifting you a dividend or percentage of the revenue, right? But that's what I want to do, and I'll do it out of the goodness of my heart. Can't guarantee it. Sorry, that's just the way the rules are in this world, because the governments are so nasty, right? Because if I can get rid of Americans, I would, but I can't, because of the way decentralizations it works, because like everything else, every other country just has the simple law of fraud, right? If I promise you to pay you a dividend, right, and I don't, right, that's called fraud, right? And that's it. All right, so thank you. If you purchased Pandora's Wallet, thank you very much, and I appreciate all my supporters. Okay. Well, before we get on to the NFTs, I want you guys to head over to this tweet and vote for which moniker you like. I'm really warming up to Crypto Morpheus, but I also like Bitcoin. Bitcoin Morpheus, but I also like Bitcoin OG. All right. So what is NFTs, right? That's what everybody's been asking in the chat group. And what it is non-fungible tokens, NFT, right? A non-fungible token is simply a unique digital asset. Assets like Bitcoin are fungible, meaning that all Bitcoins are the same and completely interchangeable. So, right? You don't say, well, that Bitcoin is different from that Bitcoin, so I don't want it, right? No, you don't do that, right? So that makes it fungible, right? And an example of a non-fungible token would be a piece of art, right? So, for example, you can say, hey, I don't like that artwork because, it's ugly, right? But I like that one over there because it's beautiful, right? And they're all in the category of art. But because they're different art pieces, right? They have different values, right? Based on people's subjective view of value. And also, you could have You could have artwork that's one of 10, one of 20, one of 30, and maybe one of 30 was scratched or something or damaged, and you could have have a different value. So that is an example of a non-fungibility of an asset, right? Class. Even though the artworks are generally the same when the artist creates it, and maybe they create only 1,000 of the same piece, one piece may not be as quality as the other. All right. I can have two of the exact same pieces of digital art, but each one is entirely unique. The example below of two NFTs from a crypto artist, Josie. Here, two pieces. Choose edition number 4, and choose choice edition 5. Might look the same, but are entirely unique on the blockchain. So what that means is basically, even though they're exactly the same photos, is that if I were to send you both those, number 4 and number 5, right? What would happen is that you would have in your account, you wouldn't have two of those two art pieces of artwork. No. You'd have number 5, number 4, and number 5. That's it. That's how they'd be counted. They wouldn't be, even though they categorized in the same. You wouldn't have for example, how you'd have, if I have one Ethereum and then I send you and somebody sends me another Ethereum. Now I have two. Yeah, I have two Ethereum, right? But if somebody sends me one of these Josie artworks and then they send me another Josie artwork, I don't effectively have two Josie artworks. I have two separate pieces of artwork, which happen to be under the same image, but two separate items, and then I can transfer them. Can't divide them into pieces. All right. With that said, there's a lot of different websites which allows you to create artwork and tokenize them. Right. This is one of them, right? And you could actually create your artwork and tokenize it. So that's one example of what people are going to do in the future, so that they can sell. Even though somebody could take a copy of that physical image, you'll know who the owner is, because the owner has a key to the rights to that image, and they could either pass it off to somebody or keep it for themselves. And so maybe in the future, right, there could be like a place on a video game where you could post up your artwork, and because the video game can be programmed in such a way that only the original owner can show off that art, you're going to see people with that kind of stuff, and that's going to be huge. Also, there's also this crappy artwork which people are buying, of course, right? You've seen the banana with taped to a wall, right? And people are paying millions of dollars for that, right? And you can see, right, now we're selling this, Ashton Kutcher is does this stupid nonsense and sells it for millions, and there's a website now here. All this is in the description below, right? Where you can go and buy crazy artwork and be the original owner of these crazy artworks from these famous people. All right, if you're interested in that kind of thing. But you never know. These, I bet you one day, one of these tokens, these NFTs, are going to go for hundreds of millions, even if not billions, for some God knows reason. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. And so, you can get into this kind of stuff, and if you have an eye for art and an eye for picking assets that are going to appreciate like that, this is where it's going to be. Another way this can be used, right, is in video games, of course, right? And God's Unchained plans to go mainstream without crashing Ethereum. Let's see what that happens. But anyways, they're creating their own NFTs, right, to allow you to purchase products in that game, right? Also, I'm gonna go on to Pogs, and I had Pogs up here, and I don't know what happened because it was one of those. Darn! Let me just see if I can bring it back up. I had Pogs up here, and it's gone, and I'm going to bring it back because I think that has the most likelihood of doing extremely well because it's a simple game, right? And simplicity is key. Okay. All right, there we go. Is that it? Yes, Pogs. Basically, Pogs was these little discs, right, with an image, and there were certain ones that were rare and so forth. And this, all you had to do was like, throw them onto throw the Pogs on, and try to flip the other one over, right? And if you flipped it, you got that Pog. That was it. And you can play with your rare Pogs, and you could lose that rare Pog, and you could turn this into a video game very easily and play them. And so I see that this is going to be very, very popular with the kids going forward. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see Pogs going for a Pog image or token going for thousands, if not hundreds of thousands in the future. So yeah, I think this is going to be a very big game going forward. Alrighty, with that said, I think that's it for NFTs. If you have any questions about NFTs, I'm looking forward to hearing them. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so before my birthday. Very important that you do so because you're going to really like what's going to happen. And don't forget to hit the like button. Let's just see how many people are watching, and 600 people. Come on, guys, let's get that up to 300 likes, please. Right? And don't forget to comment, right? Because be a part of the group, because you will help generate more views, generate more people interested in my videos and so forth. And if you're a token holder, right? I really believe you're going to benefit from that, and you will like the benefits that come from being a token holder and subscribing and supporting the channel. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and let's go on to my favorite part of the show, which is the questions and answers.
Yes, sir. My favorite part too. Okay, so let's start strong with a question from Can CG, and Can asks, take a look at a Phantasma Chain. They have built a custom-made blockchain with gaming and NFTs in mind from scratch. Have a AAA quality title.
What was that called? Phantasma game?
Phantasma Chain.
Phantasma Chain. Okay. Well, I will definitely take a look at that. That sounds interesting. I think everybody should take a look at all the different options out there if they're interested in NFTs. Some people might not be because NFTs requires a little bit of talent on picking the best items and a little bit of luck as well. So you'll be picking up a lot of garbage and a lot of along the way, and then all of a sudden there's just one item that explodes and it makes you a lot of money in the future. All right, next question.
Okay, next question. This has to do with the last one, and this one is from Mr. Ruben. And Ruben asks, where can I find an overview of all NFT tokens like Decentraland?
An overview of all NFT tokens. I don't know if one exists, but if one does exist and somebody knows about it, please share it in the chat group, and I will put it in the description below if we do find one from the audience that's watching. That would be cool because that would be very useful. All right, next question.
Okay, this one is this has to do with NFTs, but this kind of topic. This is funny. It's from Coyer Class. As a comment for Davinci, you should record your laugh and sell it as an NFT. Did you got it?
Yeah, exactly. That would be funny. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that would work. I don't know, but let's just see. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. All right.
Okay.
Cheers.
A real question. Okay, this one is a super chat from Mr. WDF Bro, and says, "Hello Davinci, how did you spot Vaultoro, and why do you think it's legit?"
Well, I've been using Vaultoro before, and I've had it for quite some time, and I've been asked. I asked them a few questions on where they vaulted their stuff, and I liked what they've said. So. I really like the fact that they're in Switzerland right now, but they weren't before, but now they are, and so that's why I'm going with them. I want to find others, of course, because I don't want to be subjected to just one option. That would be very very bad if let's just say, for example, that the Switzerland does become draconian, which is lower probability, but and they take your gold, right? Then you can, if you have all your eggs in one basket, all your gold in one basket, you can lose it all. So obviously I don't want that to happen, so I will diversify. All right, next question.
Okay, next question. Okay, so this is another super chat from Felipe Venancio, and says, "Big Wizard, can you share your thoughts on xDai?"
xDai. You know what? I haven't. I wish I could share some thoughts. I haven't done any research on xDai. I'd love to do some research on xDai. If somebody can, provide me with a synapse of xDai, I will. Hopefully the researchers today will do some research on xDai and send me some some links and information on xDai. And hey, any of you guys can do that. Just send it to info@davincicodes.net, and I will take a look and have an opinion. I'll put up an opinion on it. But so far, from what I quickly read, I just don't understand what xDai is. All right, next question.
Okay, so this is a super chat from Miss Susana Saligiani. Susana asks, "Can you please talk about NIMIQ?"
NIMIQ?
Yes.
What the heck is NIMIQ? I have no idea. You know what? I don't know what it is, and so I'm gonna pass on that one until I know what it is. Right? If you want to share with everybody what it is, right, in the chat group, that would be great. All right, next question.
Okay, next question. So, Kim Allen asks, "Have you looked at Unstoppable Domains? They use NFTs on Ethereum."
Unstoppable domains. Yes, I heard of that, and I have a unstoppable domain, and somebody took DaVinciJ15.crypto, and if he wants to sell it to me at a good price, because last time I tried to ask him, he was like asking for too much money, right? He wanted like $10,000 or something like that, and I was like, yeah, okay, get lost, right? That's not gonna happen. So yeah, if you want to sell it to me at a decent price, right? Please give me a shout, right? So and I'll buy it off of you. As for the tokens, NFTs, that's, well, because it's Ethereum, because you can have more than just Ethereum addresses, and Ethereum addresses is one of them. Yeah, you can own the NFTs on your unstoppable domain. So basically, with unstoppable domains, which we don't have a referral link to, but we will get one sometime. You can purchase a domain and actually connect it to your wallet, so that people could send to that domain money instead of using a long address. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, next question.
Next question. So this one is from Exodus Decipher from Twitch. He asks, Davinci, please do a video tutorial on the Dav-o.
On the Dav-o, okay, yes, I'm gonna do that for my Pandora's wallet subscribers. If you want to really see that, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to purchase a Pandora's wallet subscription and to gain access to that video. All right, next question.
Next question. This one is regarding DA15. This one is from Carolina from Twitch. It says, hey Davinci, has DA15 token not been kept low anymore? I think you mentioned buy it at a particular price.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to keep it low, but I don't, only because I was selling into it, right? And I was selling into it, and then I realized I don't need any more money. So why sell it? Why sell more tokens? Just burn the rest, right? And so I decided to not sell any more tokens, and because I don't need any more money. So that's it. I'm planning on burning the rest of the tokens, so that to the point where I have 87.25%, and what's out is 12.5% out in tokens that you can purchase or people that have, basically. So yeah, that's it. There's going to be 12.5% of available tokens, of the total available tokens. And the reason why is because I'm not only going to pay in dividends to you guys, I'm going to pay it to myself, basically, to my corporation. So it's just to make it easier, so that I just paid out to all the different token holders across the board. Probably I'm going to have to exclude Uniswap or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. But that's the plan, right? But you can't hold me to it, right? Because of legal reasons. So I probably can't promise that I will give out the dividends. I will just I'll just do it as a gift, and if you see it happen, great. If you see it don't happen, then that's just the way it is, right? But yeah, we will see. We will see. All right, next question.
Okay, so these two questions has a lot to do together. The first one is from Simon Lacey and says, what percentage of available projects are junk?
What
percentage of available tokens or projects, are junk?
All right, so I would consider, you can always say that, there's a lot of crappy projects out there, meaning that they're total exit scams, right? And what's the difference between somebody who puts up a project and has no plan to build anything of quality, and somebody who tries to build something of quality but fails? There's a thin line, but it's almost like there's almost no difference between them. Almost, there is a little bit, but not quite. And so effectively, from the from basically people trying to set up businesses, that 10%, 90% of all businesses that start up fail. So you can expect the same thing to translate into tokens. You can expect 90% of all tokens to just fail eventually. And so if you consider that, that's how you would look at whether or not a token is going to fail. You're going to say, hey, wait a minute, if I'm buying this token, I have to consider that there's a 90% chance that it will go to zero. And if you do that, you will never go all in on one token. All right, next question.
Next question. This is the other one. This is from Hilton John Doe, and Hilton asks, how do you guys do your fundamental analysis on cryptocurrencies?
Oh well, I used to. The main thing that I do with fundamental analysis look at how many tokens are out, right? And that's mostly important to me because I don't want to see massive amounts of tokens, because then it's going to take a long time for the price of that token to rise. Now, once it does rise, it's going to probably also do very, very well if it's a quality project. So a quality project is something that, you know, somebody has not done already. And they're a leader in that space. So if they are a leader in that space, that also helps as well. They don't have to be the leader, but you know, that helps a lot. So you know, that's some of the things I look at when it comes to fundamental analysis. Now, I try not to do any fundamental analysis. The reason why is because I am just as emotional as everybody else out there, and so what tends to happen to me is that I get all excited about the product, and I put more money than I should, like up to 5%, which is not more than what I should. It's just that, you know, I ended up doing that 5% on coins that ended up going to zero quite a few times because I got all excited about the project. Now, it didn't wipe me out, right? Because I followed the rules, right, of no more than 5%. But it still hurts, right? I mean, I didn't like lose a lot of. When you can compare it to the total that I made, right? It was like, okay, yeah, dude, you lost 5% of like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. Who cares, right? Because you made 10 million, right? Who cares? So, but it's still, you know, you think, oh man, if I hadn't put it there, right, it would have went somewhere else, right? And that would have made more money, right? So that's all. You just feel like a little bit of regret. But as long as you follow that key rule, never go over 5%, you'll be okay, right? It's just that's why I try to avoid the fundamental analysis, because I get, oh my god, I gotta get that, and I FOMO in, and I did that with IOTA for some reason, some strange reason. I got FOMO, and because I felt that, oh well, IOTA, you know what, it collapsed there, and then people still bought it, so I figured, you know what, if people are gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it like crazy into the big pump. So I gotta get it in, and that's how I felt. But I know better. I should have just like said, okay, forget it. I'm just gonna buy it way down here, and if it doesn't get it, come down, then I'm not buying it, and that's it. And yet I went with the fundamental analysis and felt that I had to get it at a higher level. That's why I try to avoid fundamental analysis. All right, next question.
Next question. This one is from Spookboom. Spookboom made two questions, so to make it fair, I picked the best one. And was, what if government buys and dumps Bitcoin since they print money?
Well, if they buy Bitcoin, they can only buy what you're willing to sell, right? And so if you're saying, hey, well, I'll sell them Bitcoins at $1 million, right? How much Bitcoins can they possibly get between now? They'd have to raise the price all the way to $1 million in order to get them all, right? To get even, and they won't even get them all, because a lot of people will just, oh, you buy it? Okay, I'm holding. We'll just be holding forever, right? There's going to be people like that, and I'm one of them, right? I'm going to just be holding for when it becomes money, right? And so they're not going to get as much as they think they're going to get, and especially if they announce it. And, you know, the market will detect a government entity buying, because they can't keep that a secret, right? And people in the government will front run them as well. Even if they swore them to secrecy, they will just, you know, find a way to share that information and, you know, front run the government, federal government, and the Fed. All right, one more question, and we'll call it a day.
Okay, so the last question. Besides, all people are saying, "Oh, we are going down because both Davinci and Inter were in red today."
Well, I got green pants, right? So what does that count as, right? That we're going up and down.
That means we are ranking.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the real question, is from again Felipe Venancio. It's a super chat, and he asks, "At which point, when fiat goes digital, do you think Bitcoin will go to zero? If protocols are not created or allowed between blockchains, crypto futures are dead."
Crypto futures are dead?
That's what he said.
Really? Because of like if what's not created?
It says, well, again, when fiat goes digital,
Yes.
if protocols are not created or allowed between blockchains, crypto futures are dead.
That's not true, because when fiat goes digital and they decide to not make it interoperable, they just shot themselves. They just created the same thing that we already have, which is a waste of time, because they already have digital currencies, right? It's just slow and fully controlled, right? So if they create the same slowness and fully controlledness, what are they doing? Nothing. Right? So they provide no value, and obviously that will kill them even faster, right? Because, oh yeah, I'm duplicating what I've already got. What? Go away. Right? So yeah, they would not stand a chance, right, with some sort of digital currency that's centralized, inoperable with the current digital currencies that are out there, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, and also completely slow as our current fiat system is, which is like prevents people from moving money around really quickly. So yeah, they don't expect the government to do something like that. They will not be able to build something solid. They'll build something really crappy that we're gonna hack and break, and yeah, that's just the way it is. They're just completely clueless when it comes to building something solid. So don't be surprised. They can only do what they generally do is just remember, money never came from government, never did. Even paper money never came from government. It came from the public sector, and government decided, well, that's a good idea. I'll take that. I'll use that, and duplicated it. That's it. That's all they can do. They're not smart enough to build something solid on their own. And so yeah, they'll probably just duplicate what's out there, and it's and then if they do and it's interoperable, right? That's great. I'll just be able to transfer quickly from government coin to Bitcoin and Ethereum really fast, because that's what I'm going to do. All right. Thank you for that question, and thank you all for watching. I really appreciate everybody watching today's stream. Let's just see how many people are here.
Thanks to our Twitch viewers. We had 14 today.
Wow, 14 Twitch viewers. Wow, we're dropping off on the Twitch viewers.
We need to give them more love.
Yeah, I need to give them a lot more love. Thank you guys for watching as well. And yeah, looks good. 612 people. I know a lot of people were not interested in NFTs. They wanted to be DeFi enthusiasts. Screw NFTs. That's not important. But hey, you know what? I think for Monday's show, I'm going to be doing altcoins. We're going to be diving deep into altcoins for Monday's show and figuring out which altcoins are best to buy. Right, and where we should buy a few altcoins in the future. All right, I see you guys on Monday. Cheers, people.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye now.